Ooh la la. Who's that sexy chick? It's you. Breakfast. Now I pray it's a breakfast. It's just me. Does anyone like to talk about farts? Me. This is gonna be embarrassing for me in the long run. But honestly, don't care. And that's why my friends love me. Hi, hello guys. What's up? Welcome back. If you haven't ever been here or you don't know me, my name is Greta. If you've been here, then you probably maybe don't even remember that because I constantly forget to even say my name in all of my videos, so I'm a star. Today I'm bringing a very important topic to me. I'm gonna be sharing 3 recipes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner ideas. They're vegan specifically, but the idea behind this is the fact that for the past couple of months I've been suffering from extreme bloating, and I had acid reflux for the first time in my life. So I just want to put a huge disclaimer telling you that I am seeing a doctor. I'm way better now. Most probably this was caused due to stress and some other factors that just kind of met my stress. It was like a very bad combination, a very bad gang of things, and they just all started terrorizing me. But if you have any issues with your digestive system, extreme bloating, pain, nausea, acid reflux, see a doctor. Don't start diagnosing yourself because this may be, kind of a symptom of an underlying issue. So without further ado, I'm just gonna, before I hop into the recipes, I'm just gonna give you kind of like an idea of what is going on to my body when I eat certain foods. I get extremely bloated to the point that I'm in pain. I sometimes get nauseous. I sometimes get acid. Oh my god, acid reflux. Now, as I said, I'm way better than I was before, but I kind of created 3 rules for myself that I actually follow day to day just to kind of keep myself on the right track. So the first rule is portion control. Don't overeat. I know we can all do that, but don't overeat. Better eat, more frequently, smaller portions. My second rule is I don't avoid any types of foods unless you know that there's a certain thing, like, I don't know, mushrooms, that just make you want to puke yourself, and you cannot eat any at all. But to me personally, I still want to be able to enjoy everything. I just try to eat them in moderation. And my third rule is don't make crazy combinations. For example, I wouldn't make right now a gluten pasta with tomato sauce and mushrooms because that's just like, I once did that and I can tell you that my skirt was popping. I looked like, a little bit prego, little bit. Another thing that I did, just to kind of tell you guys as well, I switched my intermittent fasting window. So I stopped missing breakfast because my window was basically not eating in the mornings and then having more hours for eating in the evening. So now I'm doing the opposite. I don't eat in the evening and I eat my breakfast because basically if I don't eat, that just raises my acidity. Another, I don't want to say pro tip because obviously I'm not a pro. I don't want you guys to be like, you told us, we tried it, didn't work. But I've been drinking enzymes before bigger meals. I've been already doing that before my problems even started, and I swear by enzymes, they help me so much. Right now, they helped me in the past with bloating, with like digestive issues, and together with enzymes, I started taking probiotics, so that has helped tremendously as well. Now I'm gonna show you my breakfast, and it's just a very simple banana strawberry smoothie. Now, before we get into that, I want to tell you guys that strawberries are acidic, so if you react to them very badly, try to maybe avoid them completely. But for me, I find when I put them together with coconut milk, with bananas, that just kind of balances everything out, and I don't really feel any bad effects after it. So without further ado, let's hop into the recipe. So hello my friends, there again, and this is what you will need for this smoothie that I will be making. I use the coconut unsweetened milk, I use 2 bananas, I use about 4 or 5 strawberries, and a little bit of frozen berry mix. I use this one in particular, and then for the finishing touches I will just use white chia seeds. Now strawberries and just berries in particular, they can be a little bit acidic. However, I feel like when you use them with the coconut milk and the bananas, it becomes quite balanced. I wouldn't say that I had any aftershocks after this smoothie, so definitely see if this works for you. If it doesn't, don't drink it, because obviously everyone has different sensitivities and maybe different intolerances, but in general I feel like this combination works very well for me because none of these things make me bloated. As for the coconut milk, I put around this much, not a lot, but just to have it as a nice liquid base. And this is before we go to the blender, just everything inside without the chia seeds. Those I'm gonna put after we already have it in the glass. I'm gonna put this beauty into this beautiful wine glass, and then I'm just gonna add chia seeds as well. So this is how the finished product looks like. It's absolutely amazing. Give it a try. Just use a spoon to kind of mix it all up and make sure that the chia seed is evenly dispersed through every single corner of this smoothie, and we're ready to go. Okay, now I'm gonna show you my lunch porridge. This is usually what I eat before my workouts. I find that it keeps me full for longer periods of time, and it's super delicious. It does feature cacao powder, so if cacao powder makes you go bloated and raises your acidity, maybe put a little bit less of the powder, or maybe just don't put the powder at all. It's still an amazing recipe. Or just switch things up, make it your own, take ideas and just do whatever you want with the recipe. So yeah, let's check it out. Hello my friends, so for my porridge you're going to need about 300 milliliters of water. I'm going to be using flahawans. Oh my god. Porridge oats. I'm going to be adding some cacao powder, some peanut butter. This is what actually makes it taste super good. This is the Lotus Biscoff spread, and that is how you know that I'm crazy about it, because I literally have like 1.6 kg of this. I'm going to be using coconut unsweetened milk from the first recipe that I had on this video, the berry mix, groundnut powder, flax seeds, and black, just standard chia seeds. Alrighty, so I added about 4 spoons of the oats, and also 1 tablespoon, did I say 4 tablespoons of oats? Yeah, 4 tablespoons of the oats, and then 1 tablespoon of the cacao powder. So it's going to be very like dark and just kind of sweet looking, I would say. But I just keep stirring until it becomes kind of mushy and just starts reminding me of porridge rather than, you know, liquid type of thing. Okie dokes, so this is the finished product. I just kept stirring. I put the oats in a bowl. I put a very full tablespoon of the peanut butter and the lotus spread as well, a very full teaspoon. And then I just sprinkled a little bit of the guarana powder, flax seeds, chia seeds, and just some frozen berries here on the side. So that's basically it. It's really, really simple. Okay guys, so that was not the finished product. I totally forgot about the coconut milk, but this is kind of it's the last thing that I put into my porridge, and I really like how it just basically unifies everything, and because it's so liquidy, it just perfectly melts everything together once you start eating it, and it just makes it very easy to kind of blend it all together in one bowl. And now I'm gonna show you my dinner. This is actually something that I started eating a lot quite recently. This features mashed potatoes, beetroot. There's nothing fancy in that, but I do put a secret ingredient on my beetroot, and I also put something extra on my mashed potatoes, and together with those I eat my tofu stew. Now the portion that I show in the video is quite big. I actually ended up eating half of everything that I made that very day, and then I ate another half the next day because it was way too much. So if you're making this for 2 people, or if you want to, you know, eat it, let's say for lunch and then for dinner as well, then you can follow, you know, the proportions that I give you. Just a quick disclaimer, this recipe features mushrooms as well, because as I said, I do eat things that can get me bloated or had acid reflux, but I eat them in moderation, and I find that they don't really cause me any issues. There are some worse days, there are some bad days. If you're having a really, really bad day, just try to be simple with your food and try to avoid the foods that would usually make you feel worse. So just really take it one day at a time and just see how your body feels. Hello guys. So for this final meal, I chopped up some potatoes. These are 2 large potatoes and 1 kind of large beetroot. If you want to have a smaller portion, just adjust it. But I'm gonna boil potatoes, I'm gonna boil beetroot with their skin. I'm gonna remove the skin later on. I'm gonna boil them until the potatoes become mashable, I guess, and beetroot becomes soft. I'm gonna put salt into both potatoes and in the pot of the potatoes and the beetroot. The difference is gonna be that I'm also gonna be putting half of this vegetable stock cubicle into the potato pot. Okie dokes guys, so just to give you kind of a visual of what I'm gonna be putting in the tofu stew, because literally I cannot give you measurements in grams or milliliters or whatnot, because it's just too difficult for me. So I'm going to be using about 3 medium-sized chestnut button mushrooms, I believe that's how they're called. About, I think it's 200 grams of tofu or something like that. 4 frozen broccolis, some frozen vegetables, and this much of both red and yellow bell pepper. And I'm going to remove the skin from both of these because it's extremely difficult to digest. I'm going to be putting some salt, some curry powder, just a tiniest pinch of pepper. The second quarter, like not the quarter, I'm sorry, the whatever was left from the potato, oh my god, brain fart. I'm just going to be using the second part of the square that I put into the potato bowl, so it's going to be like literally half of the thing. And I'm going to be putting some reduced fat coconut milk. I have no idea how much I'm going to put. This one is already open. I used it yesterday, I believe. So yeah, I'm just gonna put everything. I'm gonna show you the process, and hopefully it's gonna look good and yummy. Okay guys, so I just wanted to give you a visual. I just put everything into the pan. Just put, you know, salt up to taste, curry up to taste, just slight pinch of the pepper. The tofu, I just literally took and squeezed it into the pan. The tofu is actually, it has like medium firmness, so it's not super firm, not super soft, it's just medium. And yeah, I just put everything. I didn't put any oil at all. I just put water, and I just put everything together. I haven't put the coconut milk yet. I'm gonna put that a little bit later. So I put around 200 milliliters of the coconut milk that I showed you. And now I'm gonna put maple syrup. It's kind of like honey to me in the vegan world. Don't put too much, otherwise it's gonna be too sweet. I'm actually gonna put maple syrup on the beetroot as well once it's done. So just kind of incorporating that same taste into the entire dish. Okay guys, so this is the finished product. I put approximately this much of the tofu stew. I put nutritional yeast flakes on the mashed potato, and I also put organic maple syrup all over the beetroot. It really, really makes a difference. I absolutely love beetroot with maple syrup. So yeah, I'm just gonna eat this much now. I know it looks like a lot, but most of this is just like vegetables, and everything that is left I'm either gonna eat later on if I will be hungry, or just leave it for tomorrow. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the recipes. I know they don't look very fancy and professionally filmed, but I just wanted to share my ideas. These are very simple, vegan friendly. Make sure to stay curious. Don't put yourself into a box, because I truly started feeling like, oh my god, I'm starting to have a very unhealthy relationship with food because I'm avoiding things. I'm not eating just because I was afraid of eating. But don't do that. Keep exploring. Keep adding foods that would typically make you feel worse, but keep adding them in moderation, as I said. And I hope that everything's gonna be all right, and you can of course share some of your favorite recipes and some of your ideas as well. Thank you so much. Subscribe, let me know if you like this video, and yeah, thank you so much. Have a lovely day.